Every word you speak is a seed, carrying the power to grow into a tree of abundance or wither away in the desert of limitation. Words are not mere sounds or symbols. They are living forces, vibrations that ripple through your consciousness and the world around you. When you speak positively about money, opportunities, and success, you are planting fertile seeds in the garden of your mind. These seeds, nurtured by belief, gratitude, and consistent affirmation, blossom into tangible results, wealth, prosperity, and the freedom to live fully. Consider for a moment how often we underestimate the power of our daily language. Phrases like "I can't afford this" or "money is so hard to come by" may seem harmless, but they are seeds of scarcity, sown into your subconscious and reinforced each time you speak them. They take root and grow silently, influencing your decisions, your mindset, and ultimately the reality you experience. On the other hand, words of confidence, generosity, and abundance act like sunlight and water, energizing the seeds of prosperity already planted within you. Phrases like "money flows to me easily" or "I am open to opportunities for wealth every day" activate your mind and spirit, aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the frequency of abundance. Words, as seeds, also carry the power of intention. Every time you declare your financial goals aloud, you are giving those goals form, shape, and momentum. The universe responds not to vague wishes, but to clear, intentional speech. Speaking about wealth as if it is already yours is like planting a seed in rich soil, ensuring it has the nourishment and support it needs to grow. It is through repeated, conscious language that your subconscious mind begins to accept abundance as reality, guiding your actions and decisions to bring those spoken words to life. Moreover, the seeds of your words extend beyond your own mind. They influence others and the world around you. When you speak of money with positivity and generosity, you radiate confidence, attract collaborators, and invite opportunities. Your language becomes a magnet, drawing financial resources, relationships, and circumstances that align with your declarations. Words, once spoken, have momentum. They are not contained within you. They circulate, multiply, and manifest, creating outcomes that reflect the energy and intention behind them. Ultimately, understanding that words are seeds of wealth transforms the way you think, speak, and live. It calls for vigilance, awareness, and discipline in your speech. Every declaration of abundance is an investment. Every phrase of limitation is a cost. By consciously choosing words that nurture prosperity, you set into motion a natural, unstoppable flow of financial and personal growth. The wealth you desire is not distant or external. It begins with the seeds you plant in your mind through the powerful, life-creating words you speak each day. Belief is the invisible architect of your life, the unseen force that shapes every circumstance, every opportunity, and every outcome you experience. What you hold as true in your mind manifests in your external world. If you harbor doubts about your ability to succeed, if you question your worthiness of wealth, you unconsciously program yourself to encounter limitations, setbacks, and missed opportunities. Conversely, when you cultivate unwavering belief in your capacity to attract money, prosperity, and abundance, your reality begins to align with that conviction. Your mind becomes fertile ground for possibilities that reflect your faith in success, and the universe responds to the clarity and certainty of your inner vision. Belief is far more than wishful thinking. It is a deep, resonant knowing that the life you desire is not only possible but inevitable. It is the bridge between intention and manifestation, between thought and reality. When you speak affirmations of wealth with conviction, you are not simply reciting words. You are commanding the forces of the universe to conform to your inner certainty. Belief acts as a magnet, drawing circumstances, resources, and people that resonate with your declared reality. Without belief, words are like seeds scattered on barren soil. They lack the energy to germinate, grow, and bear fruit. With belief, even the smallest spoken word of affirmation carries the power to create profound transformation. Belief also shapes the lens through which you perceive opportunity. When you truly believe you are worthy of abundance, challenges transform into lessons, setbacks into guidance, and obstacles into stepping stones. Your mind begins to notice possibilities that others overlook, and your actions naturally align with the path of prosperity. Opportunities flow to those who hold unshakable faith because belief equips you to recognize and act upon them. Doubt, hesitation, and fear, on the other hand, cloud perception and prevent you from seizing the very chances that could transform your life. Furthermore, belief is contagious. When you radiate unwavering confidence in your financial potential, you influence not only your own life, but also the people around you. Partners, mentors, clients, and collaborators are drawn to the energy of someone who embodies certainty and purpose. Speaking wealth with conviction signals readiness, and the world responds in kind. You begin to live in a reality that mirrors the depth of your belief because belief is not passive. It is active, it is magnetic, and it is transformative. Ultimately, understanding that belief shapes your reality empowers you to take ownership of your life. Your external circumstances are a reflection of your internal convictions. By nurturing faith in your ability to attract abundance by consciously affirming your worthiness and potential, you begin to shape a world that mirrors those beliefs. Reality bends, doors open, and opportunities appear in response to the clarity and power of your conviction. Belief is not simply thinking positively. It is the confident declaration to the universe that wealth, success, and fulfillment are not only possible, but already in motion, waiting for your alignment to bring them fully into existence. Gratitude is not merely a polite acknowledgement. It is a potent magnetic force that multiplies every blessing in your life. When you speak words of thanks for the abundance you already have, you are creating an energetic current that attracts more of the same. The universe responds not only to desire but to appreciation. By expressing gratitude for money, opportunities, and prosperity, even before they fully appear, you are signaling that you are aligned with the flow of abundance and prepared to receive more. Gratitude transforms the ordinary into extraordinary, the present into a fertile field for greater riches. Imagine holding in your heart a deep, unwavering thankfulness for all that has already come to you. Every coin in your pocket, every service rendered, every opportunity, every small favor or kindness, when acknowledged with sincere gratitude, becomes a seed that grows exponentially. Gratitude multiplies your resources because it shifts your focus from lack to plenty, from limitation to possibility. It strengthens your belief in abundance and amplifies the energy of your words. Speaking thank you for wealth not yet manifested is not wishful thinking. It is an active declaration that you are ready, receptive, and deserving. The practice of gratitude also clears mental and emotional blocks that inhibit prosperity. When you focus on what you already have rather than what you lack, you dissolve worry, comparison, and resentment. These negative emotions act as invisible barriers that slow the flow of money and opportunities. Gratitude acts as a cleansing current, purifying your mind and heart and making space for more abundance to enter. Every expression of thanks becomes a magnet, drawing circumstances, people, and resources that resonate with your energy of appreciation. Gratitude also strengthens the power of your affirmations. When you combine confident declarations of wealth with sincere appreciation, you create an energetic synergy that propels your desires into manifestation. Saying, "I am grateful for the money flowing into my life," while genuinely feeling that gratitude infuses your words with vibrancy, conviction, and power. The universe responds to this alignment because your gratitude signals that you are in harmony with the natural flow of prosperity. Furthermore, gratitude transforms your perspective, turning scarcity into opportunity, challenges into lessons, and the mundane into miraculous. When you appreciate the small streams of income, the minor victories, and the unexpected blessings, you create a fertile ground for larger currents of wealth to arrive. Abundance is not only measured by quantity, but by the richness of awareness and appreciation you bring to every experience. Gratitude expands your consciousness, elevates your vibration, and amplifies the power of every word you speak about money and success. Ultimately, understanding that gratitude multiplies abundance allows you to shift your relationship with money from struggle to ease, from striving to flow. By consciously choosing to express thanks for what you have and what is on its way, you are participating in a divine law of reciprocity. The more grateful you are, the more resources, opportunities, and wealth return to you, often in ways far greater than you could have imagined. Gratitude is the secret multiplier, the invisible force that takes your spoken words of abundance and transforms them into tangible prosperity. Fear is one of the most subtle, yet powerful, barriers to prosperity. It creeps into the corners of your mind in whispers, shaping your thoughts, decisions, and ultimately the reality you experience. When fear dominates your speech, it becomes a blueprint for limitation. Words like "I can't," "it's too risky," or "I'm not good enough" send ripples of doubt into your subconscious, quietly reinforcing scarcity and closing doors to opportunity. Fear-driven language may feel safe, but it shackles your potential, restricting the flow of wealth, success, and personal freedom that is naturally yours. Replacing fear with courageous words is not merely a change in vocabulary. It is a transformation of your energy, your mindset, and your connection to abundance. Courageous words carry power. They declare faith over doubt, possibility over limitation, and opportunity over hesitation. When you speak with confidence, saying, "I am open to receiving wealth," or "money flows to me effortlessly," you are consciously shifting your internal vibration and sending a signal to the universe that you are ready to embrace abundance. Words of courage act like keys, unlocking doors that fear once held closed. Courageous language also empowers your actions. Fearful words breed hesitation, procrastination, and inaction. Courageous words, on the other hand, propel you forward, providing clarity, strength, and momentum. When your declarations align with determination and intention, your life begins to reflect the reality you have courageously spoken into existence. Every time you replace "I can't" with "I am capable," or "it's impossible" with "I am open to possibilities," you are rewriting the script of your life, creating pathways for money and opportunity to flow freely. The transformation from fear to courage also has a magnetic effect on the world around you. People, opportunities, and resources are drawn to those who speak with confidence and clarity. Fearful words repel, cautious hesitation closes doors, but bold, courageous speech attracts collaborators, mentors, and clients who resonate with your energy of faith and readiness. Courageous words not only change your inner world, they change your outer world, opening the channels through which prosperity can enter. Furthermore, courageous words have a cumulative effect over time. Every bold affirmation, every confident declaration strengthens the neural pathways in your brain, reinforcing the belief that abundance is possible, available, and destined for you. Fear loses its power when consistently challenged by words of faith, positivity, and action. Speaking courageously is both a practice and a declaration, a daily choice to step into your highest potential, trusting that the universe is aligned with your intention and your readiness to receive. Ultimately, understanding that replacing fear with courageous words transforms your reality allows you to take full ownership of your financial and personal destiny. Fear is optional, courage is a choice. By deliberately choosing words that reflect confidence, faith, and openness, you break free from limitation, activate the natural flow of wealth, and position yourself to live a life rich in abundance, opportunity, and fulfillment. Courageous speech is the bridge between where you are and the life you dream of, a bridge built from faith, action, and the unwavering power of your words. The law of circulation is one of the most powerful principles for creating lasting wealth, yet it is often overlooked. Money, like energy, must move to grow. It is not meant to be hoarded, restricted, or clung to out of fear. When money flows freely, when it is given, invested, or shared, it returns to you multiplied. Stagnation, on the other hand, blocks the current of prosperity, creating scarcity and limitation in both tangible and intangible forms. By understanding that wealth is a circulating force, you recognize that giving and receiving are inseparable parts of the same law. To attract abundance, you must first allow it to move through your hands, heart, and life. Speaking consciously about circulation activates this law. Words such as "I am generous with my resources," "I invest and share freely," and "money flows to me and through me" send powerful signals to your subconscious and to the universe. They declare your readiness to participate in the dynamic flow of abundance. Every act of generosity, no matter how small, strengthens your connection to the universal current of prosperity. By circulating money with intention, you align yourself with the timeless principle: what flows freely grows, what is hoarded diminishes. The law of circulation also extends beyond financial exchange. It is about the flow of energy, opportunities, ideas, and gratitude. When you speak positively about giving, when you share your knowledge, your skills, or your resources, you activate a ripple effect that magnifies prosperity in unexpected ways. Generosity becomes a magnet, attracting wealth, partnerships, and opportunities that far exceed what was initially shared. Your words, combined with aligned actions, create a cycle of abundance that nourishes both yourself and the world around you. Fear of loss or scarcity often prevents circulation, causing individuals to cling to money and opportunities out of insecurity. Courageous language counters this fear, reminding the mind and heart that the universe is infinite, that resources multiply when shared, and that giving does not deplete but amplifies wealth. Statements such as "I release money freely, knowing it returns to me in greater streams," or "I am open to giving and receiving in perfect balance," are not just affirmations, they are activators of the universal law. They clear mental blocks, dissolve resistance, and invite the dynamic flow of prosperity into every aspect of your life. Moreover, circulation is intimately tied to the flow of gratitude. When you give, lend, or invest with appreciation, the energy behind your actions resonates with the vibrational frequency of abundance. This creates a feedback loop in which generosity, gratitude, and prosperity reinforce one another. Words and actions in harmony with this law create a life where wealth is abundant, opportunities are plentiful, and resources multiply in ways that exceed your imagination. Ultimately, understanding and applying the law of circulation allows you to live in harmony with the natural rhythms of wealth. Money, like life itself, is a dynamic, flowing energy. When spoken, shared, and circulated with conscious intention, it becomes a force of empowerment, growth, and limitless possibility. To live rich is to allow your resources to move freely, to trust in their return, and to declare boldly that abundance flows to you, through you, and beyond you. Circulation is not just a law of money, it is a law of life, and those who honor it become magnets for prosperity in all its forms. Words are powerful, but they are not magic alone. To bring your spoken declarations of wealth into reality, they must be supported by consistent, intentional action. Action in harmony with declarations is the bridge between thought and manifestation, between intention and tangible results. Speaking boldly, affirming abundance, and envisioning prosperity create energy and momentum. But without aligned action, these words remain seeds that never sprout. When your actions reflect your spoken intentions, you send a powerful signal to the universe, reinforcing your belief in abundance and making your words unstoppable forces of creation. Consider this when you declare, "I am financially free," or "money flows to me effortlessly." But your daily habits contradict those words. Hesitation, procrastination, fear, or mismanagement. You create dissonance. The universe responds not only to what you say, but to the alignment between your words and your deeds. Each action that mirrors your declaration strengthens your energy, builds trust with the universe, and accelerates the arrival of wealth. Every payment made with confidence, every investment handled wisely, every step taken toward opportunity becomes a physical embodiment of your spoken intention. Action in harmony with words also empowers your mind and spirit. Each step you take toward your declarations reinforces belief and cultivates courage. Your confidence grows because you see tangible proof that your words carry power. Action validates intention. Words alone plant seeds, but actions water, nurture, and bring those seeds to life. By consistently acting in accordance with your spoken affirmations, you create momentum that cannot be easily stopped. Opportunities begin to appear as if magnetically drawn, doors open, and resources align because you have not only declared wealth, but lived it through your daily choices. Furthermore, this principle teaches that faith without works is incomplete. The universe supports movement, effort, and initiative. When you combine faith, spoken word, and decisive action, you become a co-creator of your reality. Bold declarations become unstoppable because they are mirrored in your actions. Every decision, no matter how small, is amplified when it aligns with your vision of abundance. Paying attention to opportunities, taking inspired steps, and maintaining integrity in your financial dealings ensures that your words carry weight, not just hope. Finally, action aligned with declarations inspires others and amplifies your energy. Confidence and intentionality radiate outward, attracting collaborators, mentors, and opportunities. People respond to authenticity and clarity, and your aligned actions demonstrate that your wealth consciousness is real, reliable, and deserving of support. By speaking boldly and acting decisively, you create a life that not only manifests your desires but draws others into your circle of prosperity, creating an expanding network of abundance that benefits all involved. Ultimately, understanding that action in harmony with declarations is essential allows you to transform words into wealth, vision into reality, and intention into living experience. Declarations without aligned action are only dreams. Aligned action transforms dreams into tangible, vibrant, and sustainable abundance. To live richly, speak boldly, act consistently, and let every step you take echo the confident, abundant words you declare each day. Visualization through speech is one of the most potent tools for transforming your inner thoughts into external reality. Every word you speak is a brushstroke on the canvas of your future, painting the life you desire with clarity, precision, and energy. When you articulate your vision aloud, describing the abundance you seek, the wealth you wish to attract, and the freedom you long to experience, you are giving form and substance to your dreams. Spoken words are more than statements, they are active creations, shaping not only your perception but also the circumstances and opportunities that manifest around you. When you visualize through speech, you are translating imagination into declaration. Phrases like, "I am attracting limitless prosperity," or "I live a life of financial freedom and abundance," carry energy that informs your subconscious mind, reinforcing belief and expectation. The act of speaking your vision aloud makes it real in your own consciousness, transforming abstract hopes into tangible possibilities. Your words create mental images, and these images guide your actions, your decisions, and even the opportunities you notice. Speaking your vision is like planting seeds that grow into a rich and flourishing garden, nurtured by focus, belief, and consistent affirmation. Visualization through speech also amplifies your emotional connection to your desires. When you speak wealth with excitement, confidence, and vivid detail, your mind and body experience the feelings of already having achieved your goals. This emotional resonance acts as a powerful magnet, attracting circumstances, people, and resources that align with your energy. The universe responds to the intensity and clarity of your spoken vision, bringing you experiences that mirror the abundance you declare. Words combined with feeling become a signal so strong that it shapes your external world with precision. Furthermore, speaking your visualizations allows you to refine and clarify your goals. The act of verbalizing wealth, freedom, or success forces you to articulate exactly what you desire, which eliminates vagueness and uncertainty. Clarity of intention is essential because the universe responds to precision. When you describe the life you want in detailed, confident terms, you give the universe a blueprint to follow. Every spoken word becomes a guiding instruction, aligning your actions, thoughts, and environment with your envisioned reality. Visualization through speech also strengthens belief, dissolving doubt and reinforcing faith. When you repeatedly speak abundance into existence, your subconscious mind begins to accept it as truth, shaping your behaviors and expectations to match. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable appear manageable, challenges become opportunities, and resources flow in ways you had not imagined. Spoken visualization transforms passive dreaming into active creation, bridging the gap between aspiration and manifestation. Ultimately, understanding that visualization through speech is a powerful tool allows you to harness the creative energy of your mind, voice, and spirit. By articulating the life of abundance you desire, by speaking it with conviction, clarity, and emotional resonance, you are planting the seeds of wealth and success, nurturing them daily, and setting the stage for their inevitable bloom. Your words are not just reflections of your dreams. They are the instruments through which your dreams become reality. Speak clearly, visualize vividly, and watch the universe respond to the brilliance of your declarations. Resistance is one of the most subtle yet persistent barriers to prosperity. It often hides in the form of resentment, grudges, guilt, or unresolved conflicts. These emotions create invisible blocks that prevent the flow of money, opportunity, and abundance in your life. The energy of anger, blame, or regret weighs heavily on your mind and spirit, constricting your ability to receive freely. By learning to release and forgive, you dissolve these invisible barriers and allow the natural flow of prosperity to move unhindered. Forgiveness is not an act for others. It is a gift to yourself, a liberation of your energy so that wealth, joy, and opportunity can enter without obstruction. Speaking words of forgiveness and release has a profound impact on both your internal and external reality. Phrases like "I forgive and release all past debts and resentments," or "I let go of anger and resentment and welcome abundance freely," actively shift your mental and emotional state. These words act as keys, unlocking doors that were previously closed by the weight of unresolved negativity. When spoken with sincerity and conviction, they transform energy that once repelled wealth into a current that attracts opportunity, prosperity, and harmony. Forgiveness clears not only emotional blocks, but also mental ones. Holding on to grievances or past failures keeps your mind focused on limitation, scarcity, and lack. Words of release redirect your attention and energy toward creation, abundance, and possibility. By consciously declaring forgiveness and letting go of resistance, you align your thoughts, words, and actions with the flow of the universe. This alignment is essential for wealth to manifest because the universe responds to vibration, energy, and intention. The clearer, lighter, and freer your energy, the more money and opportunity can flow to you. Release through speech also strengthens your belief in abundance. When you forgive yourself and others, you remove doubts about deservingness and open the door to receiving. Resistance often arises from the subconscious belief that wealth is limited or that you are unworthy of prosperity. By speaking forgiveness and release, you dissolve these limiting beliefs, reinforcing the truth that abundance is your natural right. Every act of verbalized forgiveness is a step toward greater freedom, confidence, and the effortless manifestation of your desires. Moreover, releasing resistance allows for creativity, insight, and inspiration to flow. When your mind is free of the chains of past resentments, you notice opportunities that previously went unseen. Solutions emerge more readily, relationships improve, and the energy around you becomes magnetic, drawing resources, partnerships, and favorable circumstances into your life. Words of forgiveness do not erase the past, but they neutralize its hold on your present and future, making room for wealth to arrive naturally and joyfully. Ultimately, understanding that removing resistance through forgiveness and release is essential to attracting abundance empowers you to take control of your energetic landscape. By consciously speaking words of release, letting go of grudges, and forgiving yourself and others, you create space for prosperity to enter with ease and grace. Wealth flows where resistance has been cleared, and abundance cannot be delayed in a mind and heart that are free, open, and aligned with the universal current of generosity and opportunity. Living in the consciousness of abundance is not simply thinking positively about money. It is embodying a mindset in which wealth, opportunity, and prosperity are natural and inevitable aspects of your life. It is a state of being where your words, thoughts, and actions consistently reflect confidence, expectation, and gratitude for the richness that surrounds you. To live in this consciousness is to recognize that scarcity is an illusion, and that abundance is the birthright of every person willing to align with it. It is a conscious decision to inhabit a frequency where money flows freely, opportunities multiply, and life unfolds in harmonious alignment with your highest good. When you speak and act from a consciousness of abundance, you send a powerful signal to the universe and to yourself. Words like, "I am worthy of wealth," "Money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways," or "I live richly in every area of my life," do more than express hope. They create an energetic blueprint for reality to follow. Your daily declarations, repeated with conviction and emotional resonance, establish a pattern of expectation that guides your thoughts, decisions, and interactions. The mind begins to notice possibilities and opportunities that were invisible before, aligning your actions with the natural flow of prosperity. Living abundantly also requires a shift from fear to trust. When scarcity consciousness dominates, every challenge or financial setback is magnified, every opportunity overlooked, and every fear internalized. In contrast, abundance consciousness cultivates faith in the flow of life, confidence in your ability to create, and openness to receive. By speaking words of abundance daily, you reinforce the truth that the universe is unlimited, that wealth is not a finite resource, and that you are fully capable of attracting and sustaining prosperity. This mindset transforms obstacles into opportunities, limitations into lessons, and dreams into living realities. Moreover, living in this consciousness inspires generosity and contribution. Abundance is a dynamic energy. It grows and multiplies when shared. Speaking freely about your wealth, using it to uplift others, and acting from a mindset of plenty rather than lack creates a continuous cycle of prosperity. When you embody abundance, you do not hoard, you do not grasp fearfully, and you do not limit yourself. Instead, you circulate wealth with confidence, knowing that giving does not diminish your prosperity but amplifies it. The more freely you speak, act, and think from this state, the more the universe returns to you in ways beyond calculation. Living in the consciousness of abundance also cultivates peace, joy, and freedom. When scarcity is replaced by expectation, worry is replaced by faith, and hesitation is replaced by decisive action, life becomes lighter, more joyful, and more productive. Every word spoken from this state carries the vibration of possibility. Every action taken aligns with opportunity, and every thought reinforces the reality of wealth. Your environment, relationships, and experiences begin to mirror this inner state, creating a life that is rich not only financially, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Ultimately, understanding that living in the consciousness of abundance is the foundation of prosperity empowers you to speak, act, and think in alignment with wealth every day. It is a commitment to inhabit a mindset where money flows freely, opportunities are recognized and seized, and life unfolds with grace and ease. Abundance is not a distant goal. It is your present reality, waiting to be acknowledged, claimed, and expressed. By living and speaking from this consciousness, you magnetize wealth, attract success, and experience the full richness of life in every dimension, creating a reality that reflects the infinite potential within you. Confidence is one of the most magnetic forces you can cultivate in the pursuit of wealth. It is the invisible energy that draws opportunities, resources, and people to you. When you speak with assurance, act with conviction, and move through life with unwavering faith in your worthiness, you create an energetic field that attracts money naturally. Confidence is not arrogance or entitlement. It is a deep, quiet certainty that you are deserving, capable, and prepared to receive abundance. This inner certainty radiates outward, influencing every interaction, every decision, and every opportunity that comes your way. Money, opportunity, and success are drawn to those who act and speak from a place of self-assurance. Words like "I am fully capable of creating wealth," or "I welcome money into my life with gratitude and confidence," are not merely affirmations. They are signals that declare your readiness to the universe. Confidence reinforces belief, sharpens focus, and amplifies the impact of your spoken declarations. When your words and energy align with certainty, the universe has no choice but to respond, bringing circumstances, people, and resources into your life that mirror the faith and assurance you project. Confidence also dissolves hesitation and fear, which are two of the greatest obstacles to prosperity. Fear creates doubt, paralysis, and missed opportunities. Confidence, on the other hand, empowers action, promotes decisive choices, and strengthens resilience. Every confident word you speak breaks down invisible barriers, opening doors that fear once held closed. When you project certainty, you naturally step into situations with clarity and purpose, inspiring trust in others and inviting them to support, collaborate, and invest in your vision. Moreover, confidence amplifies the power of all your other abundance practices. It strengthens your ability to visualize wealth vividly, to act in alignment with your declarations, to circulate money freely, and to release resistance through forgiveness. Confident mind does not second, guess, does not hold back, and does not shrink in the presence of challenge. Confidence transforms intention into action and action into tangible results. It allows you to live and speak as though abundance is already your natural state, creating a reality that reflects the certainty you carry within. Finally, confidence as a magnet for money is contagious. When you embody self-assurance and speak boldly about prosperity, you influence the energy of everyone around you. Opportunities are drawn to your clarity, partnerships form with ease, and wealth flows into your life because you project a vibration that resonates with abundance. Speaking, thinking, and acting from confidence ensures that your words carry weight, your vision has impact, and your life becomes a magnet for all forms of wealth. Ultimately, understanding that confidence is a magnet for money empowers you to step boldly into your financial and personal potential. By speaking with authority, believing in your worthiness, and acting decisively, you activate the universal laws of attraction, circulation, and manifestation. Confidence amplifies your words, strengthens your belief, and opens the flow of abundance, creating a life in which wealth, opportunity, and success are drawn to you naturally, effortlessly, and joyfully.